Hi, this is Terri. I've lost 180 pounds with a combination of keto, carnivore, and counting calories. I started my journey in August of 2019 and reached my goal in November of 2022. Now that I've reached my goal, I'm focusing on my health, both physical and mental. Thank you for watching. So to get started on our Begga cakes for the week, we have our I put it on medium, whatever medium is. And then I got that heated up and I got a little bit of oil in it. I'm going to see if we have enough stuff to make 8 because so today's the 6th and starting the 15th, we're going to go to carnivore for a while. At least that's my current plan. We know how my plans change. And so that's the plan, is to do carnivore-ish for a while. So I want to go on and hopefully I've got enough to make these all up. This is the ones that I had labeled Begga cakes. So I'm going to take the sticker off. I know we'll be using all of that. What I've decided I'm going to do is I got a little plastic bag in my sink for my shells. And so we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and crack in our 3 eggs and add our rutabaga. My Begga cakes, that is all it consists of as far as the ingredients. Now, of course, I season them, but it is 3 eggs and about 1 cup of rutabaga. So we got our eggs. Then I prefer it to be 100 grams. So that way it is a specific amount. When I track things, I like them to be a specific amount. It's easier on my brain and my tracking system. So it's approximately 1 cup. So let's do this. See, that's 110. Alright, so there's my 100 grams. Let me find my little jobber here. So I like the flavor of chicken bouillon. This is the one that's in the, it's over in the southwestern aisle. It's Polo, I think Pollo. I don't know the brand. Anyway, I'll show you the container in just a second. So then I'll get this all mixed up here. That's literally all I add is a rutabaga, eggs, and seasoning. But you don't have to use seasoning, and you don't have to use the rutabaga. Next weekend, we're going to be making some up for our carnivore, which they're just going to be eggs. It's going to be an egg pancake. That's all it's going to be. With seasonings, of course. So, I'm going to get this stirred up. I don't get it perfectly stirred up, and that's all right. So now let's go over to the stovetop. All right, so now we're just going to pour this in. I usually have 2 bowls going at a time. And listen, you don't have to do all this. You don't have to have this same thing for breakfast. It's just what I like, and I like the flavor and the texture. So, so now I cover it for 4 minutes. And give me just a second, and I will get the containers and show you the seasonings that I use. Okay, so the brand is KNORR. And again, this is over in our southwestern food aisles. This is tomato bouillon with chicken flavor. That's the red one. And then this is chicken flavor bouillon. So I understand this isn't a seasoning, so you do what you want with it. Take it for what it's worth. There is a little bit, 540 grams of sodium, less than 1 carb, and 550 grams of sodium and less than 1 carb. So that is what I use to season these, and it works really well. So we're gonna go ahead and make some more up. Hang on. All right, so then I'll crack in 3 more eggs and my rutabaga. So I just keep 2 bowls going at a time, and that way, I don't know. Then I'm not having to crack and crack. I don't know. That's how I do it. Works for my brain. So I'm actually going to crack 3. If I'm going to dirty up my fingers, I want them dirty up at one time. You know what I mean? If I'm going to get my fingers all goofy, I'd rather them be goopy now with 6 eggs than 3 eggs and then 3 eggs later. So All right, so there's that. Wipe them off. And then we'll get this zeroed out. And again, about 1 cup of rutabaga. Okay. So I'm going to try, hopefully I have enough ingredients to make 8. Then I won't have to make any next weekend. And then starting next weekend, I'll just be making the egg cake. So that's how I do it. Again, I'll go on and add the tomato and chicken bouillon, and then just the chicken bouillon. Whoa. And there we go. And then I'm going to mix them up, and I'll show you the next step over there with it as soon as the timer goes off. Okay, at this stage, it's been 4 minutes. And oftentimes what I do is I just kind of slide it around until it jiggles. See how that center is still pretty wet in that? See where it is when that spot right there? It's still a bit wet, but I think it'll be okay. I just don't like it any more than that. Now I flip it over and I cover it, or leave it uncovered for 4 more minutes. I don't even need this. But I'll leave it uncovered for 4 minutes, and then we'll put it on our cooling racks. Okay, the timer went off, so we're going to carry this over to here. Hang on. You're going to get bumped around. You're going to get beat up and bumped around, y'all. Let's see. We'll put them right here on these smaller ones. So I just flip it over and lay it down. And there we go. So now let's do another one. Come on. So again, we got this all mixed together here. You know, I'm going to get every bit of it I can get out of it, y'all. Every bit I can get out of it. And I kind of zhugga it around. So that way it's all spread out all over. And then we cover it. 4 minutes. All right. I'll see you in 4 minutes. Again, sometimes it takes 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes, but there we go. Then we'll move on to the next one after this is, yeah, we'll flip it when it's done. I'm going to go ahead and mix up another one out of that bowl I just emptied, and then I'll set it back here in the between time. Okay. Fast forward 4 minutes. And again, it's a little too solid to do it. That's usually what I do. I just kind of start flipping, and usually it'll come off the bottom. Oh, I forgot to spray it this last time. I try to spray it between every other one, but that's all right. It's still coming. It's still coming. I need something to set this on. Hang on, y'all. I use paper plates half the time for my dirty spoon rest. All right. So here we go. Come on. We'll do that. Leave it uncovered for 4 minutes. And there we go. That's how we're going to be making however many we get made. And that's going to be Begga cakes. I'm also going to throw this in. So I have some of this extra chopped up rutabaga that I use on my salads. Well, we're going to do something special with it. We're going to try this. Gloria sent me these. These are steamable containers. And so you push the little button down to steam them. And so I'm going to add a little more than that, some water to it, because I'm actually going to water it down anyway. So now we're going to put our lid on this thing. Rutabaga takes a while to cook. So we're going to put it in for, like when it's the whole thing, I do like, I don't know, it was like 8 minutes and then another 8 minutes. But being like this, I'm going to try 4 minutes, and then we'll take a look and see what we think. But remember, mine is a low watt microwave, okay? So I'm going to put it for 4 minutes, and then we'll see what we think after 4 minutes. I'll be right back, guys. All right, so let me show you one more time when they're done. We take it, give it a little wiggle, and we plop it on here to cool down. I got a lot up here. I don't have a lot of cabinet space when I'm cooking. Just, I'll move all this stuff when I go to the next ones. But anyway, so yeah, so now we're just going to let them all line up and cool off. So I'll come back when they're all done. I promise it'll be neater then. I promise. See, that's what all I got up there. But anyway, yeah. It is what it is. Just smile and nod. Just smile and nod. But now these two will be all cooled down when it's all done. And I'm going to keep going. And I'll show y'all when I have them all done, however many I get done. So I want them to be able to be mashed up. So I need them to be pretty soft. Just make sure you got that little thing pushed down so it's venting. No. You know, some of them are bigger pieces. And no, I don't feel like, because like I said, I'm going for mashed rutabaga, like mashed potatoes. And I'm going to do 2 batches of this. So, hang on, let's see. Oh, definitely not. So that was 4 minutes. Hang on, let me get this back on here. Oops, make sure it's vented. Alright, I'll put her back in. Let's do 6 minutes, because that ain't even halfway done. So we're going to do 6 minutes, and then we'll come back. So 6 more minutes. It has been 6 more minutes. It's funny, I have a paper plate in my microwave. And I do that because so many times you cook something and it spills out over it. So I just kind of use it as a hot plate. Or as a hot pad, heating pad thing. No, this is not mashable yet. I do think I need a little more water to it. But what I'm trying to get it to is to where I can, hang on, let me see. Almost. We're going to add a little splash of water, hang on. Okay. I'm going to say about 3 more minutes. And then, when that is done, we're going to put it all in here. And then when I'm going to do another batch of it. So I'm going to do 2 batches of it. What did I say? 3 minutes? Then we're going to do 2 batches of it. And we're going to put it all in here. And then we're going to use our immersion blender or mixer. And we're going to mix it up into like a, you know, mashed rutabaga. I'm going to show you what I kind of have rigged up here. I've got I just put in a clean bag in my trash bag. And I don't want to stink it up with a bunch of eggs. So I've got a trash bag here down in this. So after I do my eggs, I drop them in here. And any washcloths and stuff. Or paper towels. So I'm dropping them in here so when I'm all done, I can tie it in a knot and just take it straight outside. I know. But I don't want to have a stinky trash bag if there's not a bunch of stuff that's going in it. So there you go. That's my setup for my rutabaga cakes. Alright, let's take a look. So I think we did it 4 minutes and 6 minutes and then 3 minutes. Yeah, I think that's going to work great. So now what I'm going to do is to put this in here. I'm going to do another one. And, ooh, that's hot. The other one is in its own container. So I really don't have to put it in one thing, but it's all right. Because I might be doing some more. We will just have to see. All right. There we go. Yeah, that's going to mash up real good when I get the blender to it. I'll have to add a little more liquid. So, all right. I got this one. And then I'll be back when this is all done, guys. Make sure that button's pushed. Don't forget that button. Just so you know, you can use frozen shaved rutabaga for your Begga cakes. And since it's going to be a few weeks before I do it, I put it in the Ziploc bag. And I wrote on there Begga cake Baga. So that way future Terri knows. Listen, do yourself polite things. Be nice to your future self so you don't have to wonder what stuff is. unless it's a side. You know I do that sometimes. So now I can put this in the freezer, and then whenever it's time for me to restart, I can pull it out a few days ahead of time, and I'll be able to make some rutabaga cakes. Now I have not seasoned the rutabaga. I could season it, but I don't really want to right now. We're going to see if this works. I don't know, it might be a total mess, so I'm going to put my hand over it to kind of help. Now if I wanted soup, I would add more liquid. But since I don't really know what I'm going to do with it, I'm just going to leave it plain. And this way I could add some ground beef to it and a little bit of liquid together. But for now, it's just going to be like mashed potatoes, only mashed rutabaga. Now, for the record, I did eat this when I was on the weight loss journey. I just budgeted my macros for it. So, if it doesn't fit your macros, totally understandable. But for those of you who ask, I like the taste of rutabaga more than I do turnips. So this is really what I like. So, yep. That's really, really good. I'm going to put it in portions. Give me just a second. I don't really know how much it's going to hold, how much it's going to be, because I really prefer to just kind of divide things up into an even amount. I at least want 100 or 100. I'd like it to be at least 150. It's kind of a number I've used along the way. It's 152. I'll do this other one and see how much we have. Well, they ended up being 125 grams. So each of these little things I'll be eating this week, I will start with 125 grams. And like I said, I'll doctor them up as I want to each night. And there we go. So now I'll finish up our Begga cakes and I'll be back. Okay guys, we have all 8 of them done. So help me process. So we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that will be enough to get me through the 15th. Sorry, not enough to get me through the 15th, enough to get me through the 14th. So then starting the 15th, so next weekend, I'll make a bunch of egg cakes. And we'll use the chicken. I'll buy some ground turkey and ground chicken, and we'll try that. Heck, I might mix the two together, chicken and turkey, just for some fun. But anyway, so we'll try that next. Well, I'll be prepping it next weekend, but I won't be eating it next weekend. I'll try it. Come on now. Come on. But anyway, so now I just got to let them all cool down, and then we'll get them packaged up. All right, let's get all these open, and then we're going to set them apart, or we're going to put them in here. And so this is what I'll eat. So today's Saturday, tomorrow is church. I have kids' church tomorrow. So this will be, I love having these already made whenever I have kids' church. Because then I just grab one and drop in some tomatoes. I go ahead and paint it with my cheese that I like. I use the Laughing Cow cheese wedge. And, I need my paper towels. Hang on. I need 8 paper towels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's a bad one. 8. 8 paper towels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Anybody remember that? I don't remember if that was Sesame Street or Electric Company. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's where I blame Sesame Street for my short attention span. I can't imagine having a kid nowadays. I bet their attention span's even shorter. Because Sesame Street, you just had those short bursts of a section. And, it'd be, hairy monsters or Oscar the Grouch or Big Bird. And, they would be with one of them little kids, and they'd be talking and doing something fun and silly, or Mr. Hooper, because I remember Big Bird called him Mr. Looper. He'd call him all kinds of names, but he was like, Hooper, it's Hooper. So anyway, so I blame Sesame Street for my short attention span. So you just be quiet and go with it, people. But anyway, Sesame Street. Let's see, I used to watch Electric Company. What else did I watch? Picture pages coming. Time to do some picture pages. Time to grab some paper and some pencils. I think that was Bill Cosby too. He had that one, and he had boom, 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 boom. Hey, hey, hey! It's Fat Albert. So I used to watch Fat Albert. Let's see, and of course, it's a beautiful day for in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. I've always wanted a neighbor just like you. Listen, you shut up. I'm making my own words up right here. I don't care if it's the right words or not. You just let me have these words. You just let me have these words, people. Anyway, so we had him, and he had, I think it was called Imagination Land? They had that princess, or she was the princess, or something. Princess, what was her name? And then, what other shows did we watch when we were kids? Of course, Captain Kangaroo, come on now. Them ping pong balls. I can't remember his theme song, though. We could ask Alexa to play it, but I don't want to. I don't care that much. So these are already damp. These are like some of my first ones, and they're already damp. So they just get damp pretty quick. But that's why I wrap them in my paper towels. Where'd the last here it is? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. I've always wanted a neighbor just like you. Shut up, y'all. Shut up. I'm singing my own words. Oh, I remember. The other one we watched was Romper, Bomper, Stomper, Boo. Tell me who? All the little kids today who watched and came to play. I don't know. It sounds good. So this is the only meal prep I'm doing this weekend. Was these Begga cakes and then the mashed Begga, because my salads are already done from the other day. So those were good to go. And I've got enough salads to make it through next Sunday. And I've got now enough Begga cakes to make it through Sunday. I don't have enough mashed rutabaga, but I don't plan on eating it every day. I was just trying to clean out some of the stuff. Let's go look at my refrigerator. Hang on. So this is what we'll have. Got 7 salads, some pickled veg. I've got some jicama right there. I've got some pickles back there, an onion, some pickles right here. I'm gonna pull those down so I don't miss those. That's some cottage cheese and some yogurt. So anyway, so those things I'll pilfer through this week, and I don't know why I'm showing it on this video, but I'm showing it. So all right, ignore everything. I live here, people. I live here. Okay, bye. I forgot to show you. I'm gonna take 4 Begga cakes, and I'll just have them in my refrigerator. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'll do 5, because then I'll put that one up there for tomorrow. And then these other 3, I'm going to put in my freezer. So that'll be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then this will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So these I'll stick over here. Right there is fine. Just right there. And so yeah, so whenever it gets to be, I don't know, when I see I have 1 or 2 more left, I'll pull the others out and put them down in that drawer. So there we go. That's my plan. I got to finish them off. Okay, bye.